Here bets part, we call and probably lose to an 8. A flopped flush. We lose to a straight flush, is that it? Just a straight flush? Is that all, sir? I'm gonna start bluffing this this double gutter here, the 7-5. Probably gonna bet river as well. Because I got 7 high. King 10 we bets. Jack on the turn. He doesn't really have many jack X, especially when we have the 10. I guess he can have queen jack. And ace jack. River straights. And versus overbet we have to call. And he's got queen 8, which is actually a reasonable bluff. That you can turn queen X into a bluff though. I don't know why I even 3-bet. This guy's just gonna win. Like, I swear. That I can't beat this guy in parts, man. Guy just sun runs versus me. It's so upsetting. Let's just win a small one against him, you know. 7-8 of clubs, best hand in poker. Yeah, we're gonna barrel this turn and then barrel a spade river. I'm not gonna triple because I'm too worried he'll call with like 8s and 9s and shit. Depends on the river. Oh, that's such a weird one. Does he call with like 10s or whatever though? I think I might just have to shove. He only has like 7s. Ace 4 suited that beats us. I think this might be too thin though, that's the only problem. Yeah, he just, he just sunruns versus me. It's unbelievable. Mate, honestly, I think it's just rigged in his favor. Actually insane. Genuinely fucking unreal how that guy runs versus me. He's won at least 10 binds off me. I've never stacked him. His queen, we're going to 3-bets. A6, we'll check back. Yeah, we're going to start blasting here. I'm going to bet flop and probably just loads of turns. I might just have to fire fucking brick rivers because he'll have a lot of like 4s and stuff. I think his sets will raise turn, which is good for me. Yeah, he might just station off like 9s or some shit though. So I guess we'll just shove in a heart or an ace or a queen or a king. There's only 2 combos of king jack suited, so I guess he could have king queen suited, which would suck. But like, I mean, this just has to be a shove, right? What the fuck else are we gonna bluff in this spot? And we have king queen suited and ace king here with a heart and ace king of hearts that takes this line. Let's get one through. Yeah, no snap's good. Oh, the time bank fold. The time bank fold, you'll love to see that. Picking up the aces. Is there any doubt this folds to the big? Ooh, hello. Oh, I'm actually going to call on a 3. And then hate life when he's just fucking has pocket queens. I should just 4-bet because his range is going to be so strong. Nice safe turn, please, dealer. God, I hate my life. Might still play for stacks. Even without a club. At least we kept king queen in. We will absolutely take that. We will absolutely take that. 9s with 3-bets. Cut off. We're going to see that. How about a 9-ball corner pocket? This is such an annoying turn card because it takes out a lot of his value. So he can still have some like 7-8 suited, ace 8 suited. I think there's enough merit to bet this for value. Oh my god. He's gonna have quads, isn't he? We could still easily be getting rolled here. What a river. What a fucking river, boys. Moan it in. I'm on an 88, so I'm going to lead. I think this is leadable. And drill it on the turn. Gonna lead. Like, it's probably shit without a spade, but like, I think his spades will raise now anyway. And we can get overpairs to fold by the river. If it's not a spade. I mean, surely like jacks, queens, kings just has to fold here now, right? It's kind of hard for us to have bluffs when we back call the flop and lead the turn. This might be pure nonsense, but aces isn't going to fold, but like jacks and shit just has to fold. It's so hard for me to have a bluff with this line. And I guess he could have, I don't know, maybe something like ace king with the ace of spades. Surely the longer you think about it, the more likely you are to fold. What is he called with here? Okay, set sixes. That's kind of fine. So the problem, so I actually think he should fold, by the way, but like I'm not trying to get a set to fold because people don't like call in that spot because they think they win. They call in that spot because they have a set. So it's actually really hard for me to have a bluff. It'd have to be 7-8 specifically. Maybe if I bet bigger, he folds. Each time we're 3-betting, jacks for 3-betting. Then we get a reasonable board for range. I think on this board, it actually just in position wants to bet a third with range. We'll go a tiny bit bigger just because we're a little bit deeper. I'm gonna double this a lot. Easy call versus that size. Queen of clubs and say nothing. I'm gonna say he wants to check this a lot. Do I want to just rip? Just please, please, please be like the two of spades. Please. No. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Okay, we can beat 9-10 suited for this size, but I think he's just got pocket eights. Oh my god, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, man. What is this? What is that river size? I actually shoved to it. I actually fold to a shove. So sick, man. Honest to God. What's going on, guys? So this one I played at the start of a stream and didn't realize that I had myself muted like the pro streamer that I am. So yeah, apologies for that. It gives me a chance to say, if you are enjoying the video there, guys, please do subscribe. Click the little FTO watermark you'll see in the bottom right corner. It takes you 2 seconds and it helps support the stream. So thank you in advance. And give the videos a like, especially when they come out as well. It helps the algorithm, helps boost it out to more people. So this hand we got kings and somebody leads and we go three-way. I decide to bet the turn and we go three-way to the river. River the second nut flush to a 4 flush. I go for a small bet here, and in hindsight I actually don't like this because it's super hard to get called by worse. Like someone would have to have like a flush, like they're not gonna have many offsuit queen X and stuff either. So and we get raised and it's super hard for people to be bluffing. So picking up the aces, we get 3-bet. This guy had 17. He was such a nit. He didn't 3-bet a lot. Like he was playing so tight over like many hands. And we get 4-bet, which we fucking love with aces. And I was kind of expecting to see aces, and we see the fake aces. And I was so surprised at this. If you see my face, I was like, what on earth is he doing? Like, sir, excuse me? I don't know if he genuinely misread his hand and thought he actually had aces instead of 4s. Like, that's actually probably more of a likely scenario than him just 3-bet fucking 4-bet calling off 4s. 3-bet, 5-bet calling off 4s. Very weird. And of course, you know what the river is, guys. I'm just kidding. We hold this one. So yeah, if you enjoy the videos, guys, please do subscribe. Click that like button. And yeah, I'll try not to mute myself on stream next time. And enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Fucking, how was I muted that whole time? How was I muted that whole time? What else is new? The good news is we flop a set against a player that has a purple tag who is 3.5x'd pre-flop, and he checks back the flop because what else? I'm going to check the turn and go for the check result. There's a chance we're against a better set here, which will just be egregious actually. Queens we're going to have to fold. Might check brick rivers. Is everything missed? Does this guy like to bluff? Does he seem pretty aggressive? Okay, rolled low, we'll check. He's got snap check back with king jack. Perfect. Alright, king queen suited with 3 bets. We are going to see bet this board. A bit of a tight reg, so I don't think he's going to be calling with hands like 8s and such, so he should just have quite strong hands. Basically Jack X plus, and then maybe 10s. And then maybe hands like 4s, which are going to continue the turn. So I'm going to check back against this player, whereas against other players, I would double. And we have some showdown now. I don't want to see a bet. And against this player, if he checks, we'll just check back. I think it's a little bit too thin. Against a lot of players, I would bet there. And ace-4 suited, which just probably doesn't want to call, but whatever. 3-bet hair blind on blinds. Gonna check back. Kings with 3 bets and get a fucking ace-high board against a whopper, which is really annoying. 10s, we're gonna 3-bet against a whopper. Pretty good turn here. Fucking, can we not like swap boards or some shit? Right, I've got spots on every table here. So we're gonna call and then we're gonna bluff on a heart. 8s we're gonna call, 10s we're gonna check. This guy seemed pretty passive. Kings, the board just gets better and better. I'm gonna go for like this really small, tiny bet here. I kind of want to call this ace jack, to be honest with you. Okay, we river a straight a set, which is really weird. We're gonna have to fold the kings. Let me 3-bet here. I think I'm gonna call this. Like, he's gonna have some like 10x. I don't have a jack. Oh my god, ace king, you weirdo. I think I'm gonna call this. I see people bluff this dumbass size. Look and see king queen, king jack, like shit like that. Like 9x is just gonna go bigger. We're looking at like king 10 for value, and that's about it. Getting this price, we're gonna lose most of the time. Ace 10, and then we're just gonna tag him as a stain. And obviously we get 3-outed in a spot where the 10 of hearts we have to continue on. Like, imagine just not getting 3-outed in a 3-bet pot. Just imagine it. Just, can you imagine it? Can imagine flopping a fucking set though. And if anyone even gives me shit, the sick thing is I flopped so many fucking sets. And then I've lost most of them. No cap, most of the sets I have flopped, I have lost. I've been set over set 3 times in 2 days. Alright, a couple of ace kings. Some aces. On a low roll here, I'm going to flat. This guy limp shoves. We are going to have to reshove. I'm going to call this one in position. Oh shit, we go 3-way. Okay, no jack or 3. Please just hold this one. It's fucking a big pot. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Lose the side, then lose the big... Mate, this is just... Honestly, it's just such a fucking joke this year. Can't describe it. Just can't fucking write it, man. It's alright though, because Spraggy lost a fucking 30-70. And we're going to run kings into aces. This guy is playing 8-8-0. So I'm going to shove. We treat this like a 4-bet, and this is a 3-bet. We're going to shove because his range is super tight. I'm not getting away from kings versus aces anyway, but his range is just going to be tight, so we want him to call with hands like ace king and queens. But I would imagine he's got aces. Ooh, hold it, baby. Hold it. 7. That's a 9. No queen. No bullshit. Pair the board. I'll do. Look at that. That's a win. Fucking win right there. Poker glitch, hello. Splash pot. We've got our first splash pot here. Double cash drop. Gives a juicer. Is a juicer. King 4 offsuit. I'm shoving like King 8 off here. Like, this is a bit too... What do you mean lead, you fucking weapon? What are you doing, man? Honestly, just fucking hell. It's just, I don't understand how the regs are so shit and they just play every day. Like, you just hemorrhaging money. This is good play as well. God, everyone's just too good at this game. Imagine unironically losing this whole every single day this year against people that just dribble and click buttons. Picking up the aces, picking up a shit board. This is quite a fun board and a fun hand when we have the ace of clubs to check back, I think. This hand doesn't need a lot of protection in terms of like, so if it brings 4 to a straight or whatever, which it probably will at some point, you know, it's not like we needed to protect from that anyway because he's gonna continue with those hands. I am gonna go for the double check back, and then just bet really big on the river, and just couldn't have got a fucking penny out of him, I guess. All night, just check, check, check. Like, those hands I'm happy to play in position. They play really well. Like, something like this. Now that I know he's folding to 3 bets, like, this is something... He's opening a lot now as well. This is a hand I'm much more inclined to 3 bet, just because I'd rather try and take it down pre, and I'm not too bothered if we get 4 bet, because we can just fold. So he is really passive, so I can have, like, bets here. But I think just checking back, that's a pretty fucking good turn. Not when he bets pot, though. Need him to check river, to be honest. Well, okay. Wow, beat the 10-9. Nice. Nice. Here's an interesting one. He bets big on the flop. Check, check, turn. I think I am going to call river with this hand. So... he should be bluffing 5s, 6s, 3s, stuff like that. He should actually probably bluff ace 10, but he should be betting bigger. So blocking ace king is super important. He shouldn't have jack 10 because of the big size on the flop, but there's a chance. And queen 10, maybe, but I think we block enough value here to call. 5s. That'll do. You should overbet though, buddy. Come on, because you're repping polar. I'm actually happier calling an overbet as well. Well, at least we saw a bluff. Well done, adult. Picking up the aces. Yeah, fucking... like, okay, we got 3 bet. I'll stop moaning. I'm getting 4 bet here, left, right, and center. We're going to 4 bet because we got aces. We're going to go 24 big blinds and hope he goes all in and hope we win. No, it's a lot to ask. He disconnects. That's not ideal. Oh, when I've got aces. Don't disconnect when I've got aces, lad. Yeah, put that down as a bad beat. 4 betting aces and they disconnect. Especially out of position where they're just going to have a lot of shove or folds as well. Defend BVB. Ooh, more excitingly though, a splash pot. Is a juicer. Juice me, daddy. Plus 40. 8s. Nice. That's a good hand. We're all in. We're all in with a pair of 8s. We are all in with a pair of 8s. Take it down, some free money. Love to see it. This is kind of an awkward one. This guy's a bit of a moron though, so I might have to call. I am expecting to see overpairs. I do not want to turn this into a bluff, I don't think. Let's roll for it, actually. We'll do it like a very small percentage of the time. No. Yeah, call and lose to a lot of overpairs, but just getting an insane price. 9, 18, 27, 36. Needs to be right like 1 in 5 times here. Which, against the fish, we're going to be. Nearly raised the flop as well. Some all-ins here. Not on this roll, we're just going to 4 bets. Against a nit, which is not always advised, but should have some 3 bet bluffs, right? Not just aces and kings. Okay, we're flipping. We're flipping. We'll take some flips. Come on, let's run good today. A good start. It's a good start. Let me guess. Win the first, lose the second. How about we just drill both? How about a king on the river, dealer? How about a king on the river, dealer? Dealer? Fuck you. Yeah, and a 6. I'm going to flat the king jack suited. We flop top pair. Top pairs are good. High roll, we're going to bet. We're going to bet the turn. Always, I think, to be honest, with this hand. See no reason why we wouldn't. The 7 is really awkward. So King 10's an auto check back. King Queen is an auto bet. This is a really awkward one. I think I'm going to check back. This feels stainy, though. Don't have King 10 specifically. Well, okay. Were you scared of something? What were you scared of, buddy? You think if I bet the river for 3/4, he folds? 9s, I'm on a really high roll, so I'm going to 4-bet. Shit, do I 4-bet call this, or do I 4-bet fold? I don't know, but I'm on a really high roll. I should really know that before I 4-bet, to be honest with you, buddy. To be honest with you guys, I'm probably doing it 10% of the time, so I guess we 4-bet call? Yeah, I think we 4-bet call when we 4-bet such an infrequent amount of time. If this is a pure fold, I'm going to feel like a cunt, but... So, I don't think he shoves jacks or queens either, so that is phenomenal. Hold it, baby. Oh, yeah. You love to see it. The things you love to see. Very possible absolute fucking blast off from yours truly. And we just drill it. Love to see it. Hopefully that's a complete punt, and then I'm just going to not play GTO anymore. Because fucking I can't win when I play GTO. Flop in a set of 6s. We're going to lead on a high roll. I kind of just don't want to get raised, to be honest. We'll have a chat. Oh, okay. We get raised. We call. We're going to check call the turn. Why are you overbetting, buddy? I think I might need a 6, to be honest with you. I was going to slow him down with like ace-9 and stuff. He might have to check back like 7's no diamond. Okay, sweet. Sweet. How much money have you got? None of your fucking business, chat. Picking up the kings. Well, that is top sets. I'm going to bet a 1/4 pot. I'm going to bet my range on this board. I'm going to check the turn, and I'm probably going to check every river and just give him some room. I'm probably just going to check call and then check every river. Give him a little bit of room. Oh, definitely a 5. Have ace-5 suited, buddy. That'd be lovely. Just give him some room to bluff here. But we are all in. All in. Ace-5 suited. 5-6 suited. Anything but pocket 5s. That calls. I think we 4-bet call off. I think we 4-bet call off. And we literally 4-bet about 10% frequency. So. We'll check it later. Nobody tell me. Nobody tell me and be like, well, I put it into Pile Solver and it says that... Shut up, you nerds. We'll look at it later. Greenest. It's not fucking happening. We're not taking it Duneburger. For the last fucking time. Hey, it's honestly, it's almost, it's literally, on a mathematical scale, it would be considered negligible. Like, the chances of running worse than Easty. To not run better than Easty yesterday would be negligible, basically. What's going on here? Hands we 3-bet, we check, flop, we're going to check turn. Deuces down here, we bet flop, check, turn. I don't think I'm going to bluff, trying to fold out 4s or like a 7, so I assume he has like 6-7 and wins. 7-8 of clubs, fair enough, I'll allow it. This guy goes for the bet, we're going to call. How about the Jack of Hearts? Don't make me call off the river, sir. Don't make me call the river. Don't make me do it. Because you don't really have a lot for value. But everyone's such a nit, though. Case in point. You have that for value. I better check back my top pair, top kicker. Better check it back. Better check it back, lads. You know. 1 pair? Fucking hell. There's a straight out there. subscription on sets in the last couple of minutes. Don't even. If anyone even fucking hints that I'm running good, you're going to get banned from the stream. Don't even think it. Do you understand? Safe inside myself. I guess we're going to see bet this hand. I think this hand makes sense to see bets. Here he's going to have some ace queen, but other than that, I think when it checks to the river, we're going to have the best hand most of the time. We'll chop against like queen 10 and shit, but just want to put him in a spot with ace jack, 10 jack. We turned to 10, which means I guess I don't know if we're going to have small bets here at all. But like I'm probably not. I'm probably just big bet or check this turn. And so this falls very nicely into the check category. And hope he checks. And if that had been a total break, if it goes check, I would bet for value. But here I'm not going to. I might have to call this river. I don't think the ace of spades is the most relevant. I think not having the ace of I mean, yeah, we can theoretically beat some 10 jack and king 10 of spades, and we can also beat jacks. So show me pocket jacks. He's gonna have queen jack of diamonds every time, but still. Oh shit, I don't beat jacks. Why? Why did I fucking say that? Oh my god. Oh yeah, he's gonna have jacks. Please have jacks. Fucking idiot, Mark. Guy plays face up. He really is terrible. We have to fold fives because we get 4 bet. How fucking grim is that? Favorite poker client? ACR, obviously. I'm really not happy with this, but he has seen me getting 9, so I don't even know if he 4-bet bluffs, to be honest. But oh no, he's got some 4-bet bluffs. We could call this every now and then, but I think generally just shoving. The ace-king suited. No reds, just no red. Thank you. I actually deserve a free roll, to be honest, but we never get it. How many times, guys, have you seen me in the past 12 months lose ace-king to ace-king? And how many times have you seen me win it? King 10 suited, we're going to open. This guy's going to go deep into his time bank before he fucking thinks about 3-betting. Big decision, is it, sir? Breton. Ooh, am I all in, though? Am I all in? I'm going to be all in some fucking spots here. Yeah, I might just have to pot and then fucking shove river, to be honest. We'll see. We're cold 4-betting queens up here. Sucks if he does something because we're deeper. I'm all in. Not having a spade, not having a... So he's going to have some like 9x and stuff, which might hero, but he also might fold here. And I'm on a 98, so... we'll get called. So he's going to snap call his like jacks, 9s, aces. Yeah, I like this. We can have 7s, 9s, ace jack. Do I shove ace jack? Don't know. We get it through anyway. And we take it down with the queens when we called 4 as well, which is nice. If anyone remembers Mad Player MD, I was fucking around with the variance calculator last night that Maka sent me on Prime Dope. Just look at the amount of variance that there actually is in poker. Actually consider it from a mathematical standpoint. And you could be the shittest fucking reg in the world and just win billions. I'm going to call on 11. Ace on the turn, deal it. A little bit of raise. Not on a 13 though, we'll call, even versus a small size. And should have a lot of overbets here. If he doesn't, we'll probably raise. If he overbets, I'm not having too much raises. Yeah, he does have overbets. Let's see if we actually raise at all versus overbet. How about the ace of spades? Just like, that'd be nice. Sorry, did I say the ace of spades? I meant the 9 of hearts. Don't even think about checking Bernasconi. Mel, as many as... Mate, just literally too many. Shove ace queen. Literally like 2.5x pot shove ace queen. Mel, I'll thank you properly in a minute. Ace queen, 1 time. Ace 8's a bit of a shit shove, but what is that river, man? That's so disgusting. Bernasconi unlucky. God, that is a horrific river for you. Much prefer ace queen with a spade, and then you can shove that infinitely, but hey, at least he bluffed. Adult, unlucky. I'm going to 3-bet the aces. Picking up the aces. Well, calls 10-7-7. Half pot check. And 5. I'm going to check. The problem is with this, like, I don't think I ever want him to triple. Deck flow. Hey, buddy. Happy New Year, man. Now I'm just going to bet big. And then shove most rivers. Any non-spades. Yeah. Just shove in here, and we'd have to shove some ace-king. We have the ace of spades, so... Yeah, I think just shove here, and just hope we fade the snap. We fade the snap. The thing is, once it gets past like 300 big blinds, it's kind of hard, unless you're playing against like super... Go on, last second call. Yes! Love to see it. What a fucking turn card. Love to see it. I mean, the thing is, that is just such a that is just such a snap call in theory. But like in these pools, like they don't want to do it. But the good news is, like when you saw me bluff before with, what did I shove? King 10 suited. Like if you're playing against me, you have to call in those scenarios because I will show up with bluffs. Check, check. I'm just going to bet big here. Picking up the kings, and somebody has called 4-bet shoved, so he shouldn't have aces, but oh my god, he's such a nit. Oh my god, this fucking tramp. I've run kings into aces every day this year. 6 days in a row. Wow, this guy is actually just not worth playing. Tenor or king, I actually deserve it against somebody like this. Somebody that's playing 3% VPIP. How do you just get kings into it? How do you just do it? How do you do it? King or a 10? Fucking do it. Absolutely insane. Look at his stats, bro. 3-2. He's playing 3% VPIP, man. Why even bother playing? Imagine that, man. Aces, kings into aces every day this year. 6 days in a row. Without fucking fail, I run kings into aces. We're going to 4-bet here. This hand is just too good, even 200 deep. We shouldn't be getting 5-bet a lot. This is the guy that I can't seem to win against, though. Gonna have really small bets. You just know he's got queens or ace queen, don't you? Gonna check turn. I got straight up here. Gonna call turn and just have to fold river. And just, like, we'd have queens and aces because I'm always just super worried about getting fucking... He'll check back any ace-x. He'll shove queens, and he'll probably shove ace-queen. If he bet small, we'll call because we can chop against ace-king. I really want to see if he's bluffing. I shouldn't fold this theoretically, but I'm gonna just ace-queen, aces, queens. And like, is he really just gonna hammer like king-jack suited? So I will have aces here pure, and I'm gonna make sure I have queens here when I do this because I overfold rivers. Just, I can't believe, like, we almost had a good day today as well. It was almost a good day. I don't think I want to get 4-bet by this guy. What the fuck? Okay, no jack. What on earth? No jack 9 or deuce. No jack 9 or deuce. Yes, let's fucking go. What the fuck is he doing? Slug, shut the fuck up. You don't even play cash games, you fucking idiot. Shut up. Telling me to fucking snap ace king. Have you played in these fucking pools? Alright, what's going on here? I'm fucking playing loads of hands. I'm gonna just call it a day, man. I'm fucking pissed off. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm gonna check raise. What size do I want to go? Have I got a straight? I've got a straight here. Yeah, my head's just fucking gone now. You've pissed me off, lads. Bet turn and give up river, I guess. No, I'm gonna check call turn because he's probably block 10s and 9s, which is hands we could put pressure on, and he's just not gonna fold queen x. And what I'm most worried about here is when we bet, he will shove queen x. Most players in this pool will shove their queen x because there's 2 flush draws out there. Just out of queen jack. You're gonna have queen jack, aren't you? Queen jack of diamonds. So versus big bets, I'm just gonna call. We beat ace queen. We can beat ace queen, but this is just queen jack. It's just so queen jack. Oh, nice. You'd love to see it. Moan it in. Fucking moan that one in. So we open. Passive fish calls. 3 bets, sorry. We 4 bet. 3x. Can't look at the spot in GTO Wizard, but we'll have a look at some other point. We see bet really small. Villain calls. We check the turn. Villain bet small. The amount of times I've been in this spot and I'm like, well, yeah, so his bluffs are going to be 10 jack of diamonds, 10 jack of hearts. So we check call the turn, and then he shoves $316 into $242. And we apparently have to call because we've got top pair. Do we think we're going to see ace jack here? So when he shoves, I'm discounting, I'm disregarding ace king as well. So I don't think he's going to have ace king here. I asked him really nice if I could see his cards as well, because I would honestly love to be shown a bluff here. This is obviously an exploit fold, but I'm going to make sure I have aces here. I'm going to make sure I have queens here. So think about what hands I'm actually going to 4-bet, bet the flop, check call the turn, and then check the river with. I'm going to have aces, I'm going to have queens, and I'm going to have 2 combos of ace-5 suited. And in terms of what he's got for value, he's got 1 combo of aces. He has all of the combos of ace-queen, including the offsuit ones. And even if he didn't only have the suited ones, we don't block one. So there's 2 combos of ace-queen suited. And then 6 combos, 6 combos? 3 combos of queens pure, which is going to be his most likely hand. He's not going to shove ace-king for value on this river for that size. He's just not, because how can I call a worse hand? Theoretically, you should be able to, you know, you put it into solvers or you look at spots when people are playing high stakes and it's reg versus reg. This is not a reg. This guy is a fish. He's not a reg. I don't need to call. I don't need to call and expect to see. What are we expecting to see, genuinely? What do you think his bluffs is going to be? He's called a 4-bet. He's called a 27 big blind 4-bet and then called the flop and bet the turn. What are you expecting to see? 10 jack of diamonds? You think he's going to have king 10 of spades and just fucking rifle it in? What else do we want to look at? This fucking ace queen where the fucking sun running cunt slow roll does. Hijack opens. We 3-bet. No, this is under the gun versus hijack. So villain, obviously, villain will just pure call 7s there as well, which is actually good for us because it's 0 EV and we can probably win a lot. 7-4-4. Villain checks. We're doing a lot of betting. Half pot, big bets, ace queen off. Kind of indifferent. Pretty sure we went half pot on this board. Villain calls for 7s, which they're basically doing pure. Turn comes the 6 of spades. Villain gets to lead a lot here, which is pretty interesting. Might skewer things here. Okay, ace queen basically pure betting with a spade, or betting very, very often with a spade. And going for the big bet, which we did, which makes sense. Villain just calls. River comes the queen of spades. Villain checks. All in, all in, all in, all in, all in, and not a word. Actually, we don't go all in without the spade, but we very infrequently have it. In fact, no, we do go all in without the spade. Pure shove. Now, this is the problem. What's supposed to happen is I mean, he doesn't really have a lot. Jacks, 10s, 9s, supposed to call at a frequency. 9s calling pure. 7s and 6s call. 5s call at a frequency. 7-6 suited calling. 8-7 suited pure calling. But it's a spot where I think we just fold out all of these. So I think we only get called by better, which means not only is our shove... No, our shove's still plus EV because of how much he folds. It still has EV in shoving. But no more EV than checking. Checking will be a really higher, much higher EV. Hijack opens. We 3-bet ace queen from the small blinds. Villain calls. We get a jack, a 5, and a 3. We go for half pot ski. Yeah, so ace queen, no heart here, just basically giving up. Kind of makes sense. Ace queen with a heart betting pretty often. Villain, not really a lot of raises here in position. Turn comes the 6 of diamonds. Yeah, only betting now with the ace of... No, we are betting with the queen of hearts sometimes. Anyway, we bet. Which we can do with the queen of clubs anyway. And this is choosing a big size. Let's say we go half pot and villain calls. And the river comes the king of spades. Surely we're just all in with ace queen off, yeah. So it doesn't want to shove with the ace of hearts now. The ace queen. So it's shoving ace queen of hearts, but it's not shoving ace queen with the ace of hearts. Whatever. It seems fine anyway. This is all we're shoving on the river as a bluff.